back to Super Duper New Danganronpa version 3. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm back again. It's your boy Arkman with Ryu.
Yeah, hey.
With Fallshane.
Hi.
And with Wander, supposedly. He's got some. It sounds like a situation is brewing.
Yeah,
What exactly?
Over my trash can.
What the fuck, Maisie? Maisie, come on.
Oh, there's shit on the floor.
Oh my god. Maisie! Yep. Water Kitty killed.
Hey, Ark.
Hey, what's up?
Can I see the game?
What? Why can't you see the game?
I can see the
That's a
game.
concerning statement that you just made.
Oh, wait. Never mind. I'm dumb. That was my fault.
Cool, just wanted to make sure. Go on, go on. Yes, Ryu?
No, I was saying I could see the game. I don't have anything to say. Let's start the
Alright,
fucking
good.
show.
We were
Alright,
all
good.
just agreeing that I'm an idiot, okay? Can we just get on?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Now that we've got that out of the way, what happened last time on Danganronpa Z?
Well, on Danganronpa Z, a double murder happened, and nobody was expecting it. No one was expecting it.
Double
It came-
murder?
A Chapter 3 double murder? It's
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
came,
impossible.
com- came completely out of left field, and we lost everybody's favorite character, Tenko. I'm so sad. I'm really sad.
Oh.
Ryu just in the background, like everyone's standing over the corpse gasping, and Ryu's just like, oh, good.
Oh, it's just so sad. Oh.
The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running. Oh no. Tenko, seriously?
What is this? How did this happen?
Tango, Gonta so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Ugh.
Interesting line.
Shuichi, explain the situation.
Is her?
I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
What was that, Fallshine?
Oh, sorry. Is her tongue like slightly coming out of her mouth there?
She's got a little black going on, yeah.
I thought you could that.
I don't know. What's happening?
Like a kitty.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boy, my favorites. My only voice that isn't a robot.
What?
They're kind of robots.
Oh shit.
Where do you think that's taking for you?
Fuck. I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during the investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be a different culprit from the one who killed Tenko, da?
Huh?
What happens in the event there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario? Huh? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen?
Everyone dies. I mean, what would happen?
Why'd you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Daddy.
Shit. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't.
Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate.
Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's no condition to help us.
Oh yeah, we fucking
here
drive him
now.
insane.
It's all our fault that Daddy ended up like that.
Huh? It's all your fault, Monophony?
Daddy, help! We don't know what to do on our own.
We gotta use the power of love! That ought to snap him back to normal.
The power of love. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
Don't take no credit card to ride this train.
Damn it, Ryu, I was just about to.
That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love.
No? I left no opinion in case Wonder had another one. You don't understand that, because you've never been in love before, Monodam.
The moment is past.
Wow.
Daddy, I love you. So please go back to normal.
I want to see you, Father! I love you with all my heart!
We don't.
Aw, you're making me blush.
Oh.
Hey! I'm back! Were you good while I was away? Huh?
Was it just a dummy stand-in? Oh, jeez.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling
Wait,
cubs.
So?
With you running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
That tickles! Father's intense love is getting me all soaked!
I'm licking the dummy, mate, even.
I can love that enough when you lick that.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Daddy! Nope. 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 Go ahead.
No.
You love it. Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax. Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it. The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not.
Huh? Wait, so then, who's this Bali then?
Oh, just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone. Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed.
Bye.
But.
Now that the nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again? Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served. First come, first served. The blackened who killed the first victim will be discovered will be your target.
Okay, so whomever killed Angie.
So we're looking. So we don't care about who killed Tenko?
Well, it'll probably be
comes
important
next.
as to who we like. It's probably important evidence as to who killed Angie, but at least from what this is saying, at least right now, we should just worry about who killed Angie.
Oh, all right. In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Wow, so if somebody definitely killed Tenko...
Wait, so if you see somebody kill someone else, you can just go fucking hog wild and start murdering people.
Yeah,
Then you
exactly.
won't- but then you won't be black and you won't have a chance to get out.
I guess that's
it's just if you want someone dead with no consequence.
I guess.
or
no
everyone
reward.
dead.
Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim.
Rude.
Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later. I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Monokuma files number 3 has been added in the triple station to my bed.
Boy, everything is going smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive actions. Indecision is just the worst.
Daddy, you're glowing. You're glowing like a lamp.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Monodam. You're getting a little jealous. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute little cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let go of any of you. Ever.
He just left us behind while he was saying he'd never let us go?
That's why he's so amazing. That's the entire line. Whoa! Lord.
So, to make sense of all that, if both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Ugh, but we don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
Thrill. We should investigate Tenko's death as well, just in case.
Finally, things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Calm down. Keep it in your pants.
No! Yeah, you fucking psycho!
No. Shuichi, this is bad. Huh? This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now. So this is where you need to step up. Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. I guess so, man. Alright, then let's first check the Monokuma file, eh? Boop. Okay. The victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle empty room on the 4th floor. The time of death is approximately 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck again.
Is it in the area of her peach-shaped tattoo?
Good reference.
Thank you.
A stab wound on her neck, the same as Angie's cause of death.
It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse.
Curse?
God, not again.
Curse!
Oh, Jesus!
Hey! Hi! Whoa!
Curse! Kaido, calm down. Curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Kinda doesn't
Slam!
talk as good as Angie did.
A dull sound reverberated around the room.
Bing dong, bing bong, a body has been discovered.
And it's
A
Kaido.
triple murder!
Ow! Kaido, are you okay? Ah, my bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad, but for like a different reason, you know? I need to get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Makiro!
Please
She loves that
stop
nickname
calling
by...
me that.
Kaido left the room, still a bit wobbly.
We should resume the investigation. Time is of the essence.
True. We haven't time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
That's true, but Angie and then Tenko. And to think, earlier, I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
I could still be her.
It's all Gonta's fault. Gonta failed to protect friends again.
Both of my girlfriends are dead. Now who will fight over me?
Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone's panicking. I have to keep it together. We have to work harder because I'm a detective.
If you haven't noticed.
That's all I gotta say about that.
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Gone to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No, that won't be necessary.
Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Robot functions?
Huh?
Excited.
Why? Is he gonna activate rave mode?
Show him, Kibo! Show him your new power! And not the one we installed in secret, okay?
New power. Oh.
His eyes lit up.
I, Miuruma, the gorgeous girl genius, have installed a new function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Shine on, shine on, shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
That's probably a reference to something.
It is
wow.
a reference. So, Ark.
Sorry, I don't know
Man,
it.
what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
Is that a reference? But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Yeah, you're right. Kibo's flashlight function ahead of the triple section mod. That's a truth bullet, is it? That's a truth bullet?
And Kiba wasn't in the room when the murder happened.
Yeah, I have 3 likely suspects, not
3 likely suspects,
Well,
there's only like 10 characters.
Yeah, well,
3 likely suspects.
it does count as evidence that I will be the first one to be down to 1 character. So, with that considered.
White cloth. It's a
Kibo.
white sheet we used for the seance.
He's got lights for eyes.
This was
Keep
placed on
out
top of
nipple
the cage.
lights!
Kyo was the one who removed it.
This cloth is pretty thick. Thick.
It-
It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a bloodstain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
There's no hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through the cloth.
Oh, she was stabbed underneath the cloth.
Or they could have lifted the sheet and stabbed. Okay, whatever. That's fine.
What are you talking about?
White sheet's been added to the truth bullet section of Monopet. Well, no, listen, they're saying that there's no tear in the cloth, so that she couldn't be stabbed through the cloth. But couldn't they have lifted the cloth and stabbed through that?
Well, I
Well,
think
there was a
what-
cage.
She got stabbed from beneath her, so I would have hit.
Well, it seems likely that she got stabbed from beneath her with the trap door and all of that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But you never know.
You got it in there. It's a wooden dog statue used to be in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God.
An inventive name.
The god.
During the
dog.
seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it.
I
The Doge
palindrome, I palindrome, I palindrome, I.
What?
This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's the weight of 2 invariable...
What?
God.
2 very little girls.
Wait. Hang on a second. I'm gonna get caught up on that. So that would be
82-ish, 86, or about 88 pounds per girl.
yeah.
I mean,
What?
they are teenagers. They are like 16, first of all.
I get...
Second of all, they're like Japanese, so hashtag not racist. Small people. Small people.
What do you know
another thing to
about
consider
girls?
is that it's
Have
a
you
video-
even touched a woman besides your mother?
Wow. That is totally messed up to say.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Eh?
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier.
that was also on top of the sheet, wasn't it? So somebody wouldn't be able to lift
Oh.
the sheet because that would have been pinning it down.
No, not
Well,
quite.
Well, you moved to, like,
Because
side.
it was laying in the middle of the sheet. You still could have lifted up the edge of the sheet. Instead
Yeah,
of
but
through
she
the
was
cage.
like curled up so that, like, if she was stabbed in the back of the neck, I imagine the person must have, like, if they were gonna stab her through the cage, they must have had to have stabbed from on top.
I guess you're right. Yeah, it does seem unlikely. It seems much more likely that she was stabbed from the bottom, but that's actually been added. Truth Bullets. Hello. Smogi. Hello. Oh, no thanks.
I said things that made Tenko look suspicious. And now this. Sniffle. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Cry later.
Damn.
Crying won't bring Tenko back, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit for Tenko and for all of us.
Mew.
Mhm.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out, so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize.
No regrets.
I mean, for now. Hey, Kokichi, what's up?
Man, what a lame function. I think I said this line already.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Mew!
This investigation.
That's
Ah, Mew, you're
I
a
love-
treasure.
I love you, Mew. There.
This investigation is over and shut, and it's all thanks to me for giving Kibo his new function. Now then,
no.
one of you stupid assholes who signed up to do this bullshit seance in the first place.
I too think that you're funny, except on occasion when you do that. Ah, no, not necessarily.
Her, like, sine wave or her, like, chart of how funny she is versus how offensive she is like, incredibly high and then incredibly low.
I think it's the most varied of any character ever.
Mew, I want a divorce.
Huh? Seriously? The divorce? I mean, the seance was clearly set up to lure her in and kill her. How could someone who wasn't in the room not kill her?
So you believe that Tenko was killed during the seance?
There's no other possibility, shit for brains. God, you don't even know that.
I mean, now that I've said that statement out loud, it did seem remarkably stupid. You're right. It is true that Tenko was alive before the seance began, and that when the seance was over, she was dead.
But did she die during it?
This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
It is kind of
Thank you,
weird that Korikio was like, okay, now don't fucking say anything while somebody stabs you in the back of the neck.
Hey, yeah, it's true. Himiko suggested this room. Himiko... I'm almost certain it's Himiko. I'm pretty certain, but... Tenko answered Kyo, so at that point she was most certainly alive, but when the candles were relit, she had already been killed.
Is it? Well, no. This is a correct theory, and I don't even fully believe it. But is it possible that Korikyu was in cahoots with someone, and the only reason Anchi died was to instate the free murder rule?
So you think that...
Well, he would have had to have known about that. I think he just made that, like, Monokuma just made that rule up.
Unless Monokuma had already privately talked with one of the kids, as we know tend to do.
I think it's weird that Monokuma disappeared for this chapter and then showed up just as, like, the people in this chapter died. So
He could have been making a private deal with one of the kids, and he might have told them about this rule, and
It's
that
a
might
very
have...
long private deal.
No.
Maybe.
I'm starting to suspect that maybe Kyo might be behind Tenko's murder.
Maybe. That means she was killed in the dark, I'm positive. What time exactly was Tenko killed after the candles were blown out? That may be an important point of this case. Alright, good idea. Hey Kyo, what's up?
Why did this?
Kyo, I know the murder is pretty shocking.
Of course. I am shocked about it as well. But why did the seance fail?
Because Tenko fucking died.
We all performed all of these steps flawlessly.
He seems more concerned by that than the murder.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit
Oh my
this
God.
time...
Nope.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Well, you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
During.
See? It may be best to move past what happened. To know why the seance failed. Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle, so her head touched the marker stone.
Eating lettuce.
Then Shuichi and Kokichi placed a cage over Tenko, and after that, they placed a white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed a wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage.
Alright.
Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles.
Afterwards.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song in perfect harmony. The seance should have been complete, but...
It was pretty great. You should have been there, Maki. Now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song.
No.
No.
Hell,
Perfect.
thunk.
Oh, that'd be too just
Or will it eat the little girl? Oh.
It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps.
That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
And then what happened? We called out to her, but no reply came. And Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth. And
Then I looked at the corpse.
You sound like a foreign exchange Barney the dinosaur.
Kumiko ran to something and something
Whoops.
something. And the moment she lifted it,
Oh, yes. Oh, no. She was dead.
She was
Why
better
she
than
dead?
dead.
then it sounds like Tingle was definitely killed during the seance. Oh wait, I'm sorry. It definitely sounds like she was killed during the seance.
Oh.
But would
Yeah,
it not
yeah,
be
you're right.
difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, duh? Then when was she killed?
Yes, that is a problem.
There is another problem. And that is, why ever did this seance fail?
Oh my
I simply
God.
cannot figure it out.
Kyo.
Oh.
You can't even hide your smile behind a mask.
Kyo. God damn it. She died. She died.
Maybe
Is that not
someone
why?
moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here? Obviously, since the seance was clearly a sham. Yeah.
Oh, no, she didn't.
Maki never was one to pull her punches. Nice! Sound during seance has been added to triple section mod pad. Hey, Ghana! What's going on, dude? You haven't talked in a while.
First Angie, then Tenko. Gonta's so ashamed. Why, Gonta no could protect friends.
I don't know, maybe you should have been in the room. Kibo!
Damn.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Alright. Himiko!
Himiko, hey, Himiko, be strong, Himiko.
Gonta, if you shake Himiko that much, she's going to break.
But she not talking. It's like Himiko not even here.
She must have been really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now.
Okay.
What if Himiko's possessed? What if the seance hit her instead?
Himiko, it's a bad idea to murder people. Just reference in the future, you know.
She
Anyway,
didn't do it. She didn't do it. Leave her alone. She's a beautiful child.
it's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
at least it was.
It's been completely stopped over. I suppose it was unavoidable. Was
Gonta, sorry, he rolled around on the floor.
Yep.
Aw. Who is a good boy? Was this drawn with salt? Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
Fucking nerd.
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous. Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my Shut up, I don't want to hear your stupid delusions.
Hey, you
That's
and me
pretty
both, Porkio.
Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually. In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Actually, it's pronounced Cajun Dog Wheelage.
Isn't that right, Kyo?
Oh.
He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense.
Someone
Nice
died.
magic. Yeah, you're right. It's sad. I can't look at the cage? Okay, guess we'll look at Tenko. Yes. Look at the rock. Look at that rock. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be...
Oh my god, again.
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It's merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon. Like this?
Tenko had her forehead on this rock hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Marcus started to have a 006 Yamada pad. Alright, let's look at you.
So, I guess we can't
me.
see her throat. Like, we can't see the other side of her to tell if she was stabbed through the neck or through the throat, and it came all the way through her neck.
Well, the monopad said that she was stabbed in the neck.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
Hang on.
yeah, I don't know. I would just like to be able to see, like, the front of her throat to see if, like, the wound came all the way through.
When we all.
Stabbed in the back of her neck.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. She was stabbed in the back. Okay.
Yeah, we good.
Stabbed
I'm not sure
in the
how
back.
exactly they managed that then. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crushed over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to the neck. This wound is fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Oh, wait.
Thunk.
Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over.
Yeah. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
What
She
do you
was in a
mean?
fucking cage.
You were concerned about that, right? With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die.
You're speaking from experience?
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Okay.
that makes sense.
I'll take that as admission of guilt. Thank you.
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around.
The rock! You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon. That could be a clue. Nice! Tenko's last moment's been at the truthful section modpad. Yeah, so I was thinking that the sword was planted in the other room to make it look like that was the murder weapon. I'm trying to figure out what actually was, and
So-
I'm not sure just yet.
Interesting. The blood is on the top of the cage.
It is.
So, I mean, I
although
guess-
if you stab somebody in the back of the neck while they were in that position, that's where the blood would go.
I mean, the
Right.
cage wasn't touching. Like, there was a decent amount of space between the top of the cage and her neck. I mean, I guess it is possible the blood, like, gushed out or something, but...
Yeah. This is the cage used in the seance.
It looks to be about 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Big enough for a person to fit inside, obviously. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey, look at this. A bloodstain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
God damn it, Maki.
Yeah, I imagine so. Probably. The splatter must have been made when she was killed.
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Yup, sure seems like it. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. And then when the cage came back up, she was dead, right?
Oh.
So wait, she was killed during the seance?
Yeah, it's what it
If she
seems
was
like.
stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain the bloodstain, right?
Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted? I don't know about that idea. It seems improbable. That seems largely improbable. I don't know about that idea. Iron Cage's been out of the triple section mod pad.
I mean, we were all there when we lifted the cage, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. And I definitely remember there being blood before we lifted the thing. Did I not talk to a character? Or maybe I should look at the candles. Candles hung on the walls. They're the only source of light in the room. There are no windows in this room, so without the candles, it was pitch black. But how did the culprit kill Tenko in complete darkness? No triplet there. You want me to look at the floor?
How do the
Hole in
characters
corner.
get the sizes of things so quickly so they don't have to go look for a ruler?
Exactly. There's a small opening in the corner of the room.
Ooh.
It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
A hole? Looks like there's a space under here. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there.
Oh shit!
What? Something dropped down there. Knife?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Hey, right, let's do it.
Want to sneak under the floorboards and make out?
Yes. Hole in the corner to have a triple station modified. Oh shit. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Can I leave now? Huh. What else can I look at, game?
You have to check the floorboards again now that you've checked everything else to defend with them.
I don't think I can just look at the floorboards. Doesn't seem like it.
Well,
Oh,
no,
you know what? I'll do
you
this
just looked
trick.
at.
This.
Detective
But I just did it twice.
Oh,
I'll
you
try
did it
again.
twice?
Yeah. Small opening in the corner of the room, space under the floor, something down there. Before I check it on the
Okay,
floor, I should
never
finish
mind.
looking up here.
Never mind.
Right. Huh. I don't think I talked to Maki. I didn't talk to Maki.
You check the candles on both sides?
I'll check the other one.
These floorboards seem a little unstable to you, and they're tough to walk on.
The floorboards aren't nailed down. They're just lying on top of the cross pieces. That's what Ghana told me. That's probably the reason that they're a little unstable.
They've only been laid on top. That's why they're unstable.
Well, the boards are fairly thick and sturdy. I can't imagine that they'd come loose easily.
But if someone wanted to remove a floorboard, they could easily do so, right?
Yeah, I suppose. So, wait a minute. Wait, hang on. What about this little, like, spot next to Tenko's body, right?
No,
There's a
we
floorboard-
can't look at that. That's not a clue, Ark. Shut up.
It's not a clue? Alright, I guess I'll just accept that. Something I still have to investigate here. I'm gonna try going back to Tenko's body and then see if I can click on... Oh, yeah!
There you
we
go.
go.
Okay.
This floorboard is loose, and it's the one right under Tenko.
Why is this floorboard loose?
It wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why would it come loose during the seance?
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Someone must have loosened it on purpose. Loose floorboard has been added to the triple session in Monopad. Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor.
Yo, yeah! It seems pretty dark in here. What should we use for a light?
Let's bring Kibo. Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
Then I'll go get a candle. Move that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay, I got it. Am I moving the floorboard directly under Tenka? I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole, and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Oh,
Oh, shit.
this is a lot more spacious than I thought.
It's still dripping.
Yep, you can move pretty easily on all fours. Let's look around for clues.
It'd be really stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
Thanks.
I better look at this blood stain. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Definitely, fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. I could tell just by looking.
Hold on. Oh, yeah. That's some fresh Tenko blood right there.
There's a blood stain on the ground and underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's body is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
Hey, the back of this floorboard had blood on it too.
You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
So the
Tango's
person...
blood- Excuse me. Did Tango's blood spatter here when she got killed?
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet, but these bloodstains here are completely dry.
Yep.
Yes. There must be some reason these paint particular stains are dry. Nice! Dry blood on this floor has been added to the Truth Station Monopad. So did they turn the board around?
No, I think whoever stabbed Tenko was bleeding.
Oh.
And that
But
the
then
other
what-
blood isn't hers, and that's why it's dry, because it's older.
Oh. You might be right. You could be correct. Maybe. Oh, we found the weapon! There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Wow.
The blood on this sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
This came from my research lab.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
shit.
it did?
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can be thrown without losing any lethality, and you can hide it under your clothes too.
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
It's a comma. And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself.
But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck? Man, you guys are dense.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab it into it with a 6-inch blade, well, It would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible.
Then her posture is the question.
Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Nah, sickle under the floor has been out of the triple section of monopad. Huh. Okay. Oh, the hole. Oh, where does this lead? Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away.
It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
I
If
wonder
I remember
what
correctly,
room it's gonna be.
the room next door is also empty, right? The culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it would be pitch black.
Oh,
That might make it
shit.
impossible to move around in here.
Unless your eyes were lights.
Oh,
Then they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
true. They used a light to move around under the floor. Is that possible?
Might have.
I think that would have alerted us.
Yeah, you
That
probably would
have
have been
alerted
able to
us.
see it through the floorboards. So
There would just be lights shining up from under the floors.
I was like, should we be concerned about that?
The seance is very.
Oh, look, part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion is missing about the same width too.
And from what I could see of it, this wasn't cut off naturally. It was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is why?
To murder?
Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboards, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
So this part is interesting because this would have been very loud. Do you think
We were singing pretty loudly.
we were singing pretty loudly, but they gotta cut through an entire piece of wood like twice and
Well,
then kill someone?
It's possible that if Korakio was the one who did it, he would have known where to make the circle to make her kneel down.
So you're thinking that it was cut before the seance?
Yeah, if he had known that he was going to try to pull this seance shtick, he could have come down here, cut this portion out, and then
But he-
maybe he didn't do the exact killing, but he could have told somebody, look, go down there where you find the sawed off portion of floorboard. That's where I'll have our victim kneeling. Just push that up, lean in, and crane your body up there and stab him.
I like your train of thought, except that Korakio is not the one that suggested that we use this room. It was
He's
Himiko.
not, but I'm saying he was in cahoots with somebody. So he could have
Okay,
suggested that the other person...
So, it could have been
So
Korikyo killed Angie, and then Himiko killed Tenko.
I think that that's likely. I think that Korakio and Himiko worked together on this. I think that's what happened.
So what purpose did this serve?
The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? Nice! Crosspiece under the floor has been added to the station in Monopad. That is interesting. I think we've finished investigating here. Maki, do you want to head back up?
I'm glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. Well,
It made me start chewing bubblegum.
Is that dusty? Ugh. After
very.
Maki and I crawled up from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
Oh yeah, nobody step on that floorboard. It's a little wobbly.
Eh.
oh, we've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
What do you mean?
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the black one we need to vote for is...
The culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Yeah, of course. But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both their deaths.
Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry.
Okay, we'll do that. We should go back there and look for a floorboard that might that might move. Maybe there's 2 secret passageways. When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. What's going on? What's happening? What?
What?
No! There's no way! There's no way! What? You fucker!
Wait,
You fucker!
You asshole.
You're a little shit!
I didn't. What
You're a
happened?
little
The
shit.
TV what? The TV lagged. What happened?
See, Kokichi was pretending to be dead.
Kokichi is pretending to be the 3rd murder.
God.
You little shit.
Kurikia.
And
oh,
I was
sorry.
worried.
Kokichi.
And I was worried for you.
Kokichi is now my adopted child, and I love him like
Yeah,
my son.
this is the official point where I like Kokichi.
Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror?
What the fuck was that for? What?
Yeah? Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Really? So what are you doing?
Dying? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Oh, you poor guy. You stepped through a floorboard.
Jeez, that got me good. Cause of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Help.
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck.
Crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Oh, ding dong, bing! Uh-oh. Huh?
Wait a minute.
You thought you had time to investigate everything. Confidence, dreams. That's what the Killing Game is all about. Killing Game fans, hold your breath, hold your head high, and watch with your own 2 eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the Killing Game. The Killing Game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial ground.
Already?
Oh no.
I guess time's up.
Aw, man. It's cause you guys, I didn't have enough time to check something.
What were you trying to check?
I wanted to re-research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately, I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as was written in the document. He drew this magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools, too! Nothing suspicious about the whole thing. Well, I want to detect the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later.
Alright.
At the class trial, see there.
Oh my god. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi's been out of the truth bullet section of your monopod. Jesus.
Bloody
Like an awesome
Kokichi.
cocktail.
Let's go too.
Yeah, okay.
Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
What are you staring at? Do you want to die?
Oh.
I don't know, but if I hear you say that one more time, I might.
Well, can I teleport straight there? Oh, I can. Hooray. How kind. Very good. Oh, man. Is Kokichi okay? I can't believe
If you'd like to make a bloody Kokichi at home, that's 1 Mike's Hard Lemonade and hot sauce.
Oh. Sounds-
Disgusting! Just like
Yeah.
its namesake.
It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us. I wonder why that is.
It's almost as if they keep dying.
Less friends mean it that much harder to solve mystery. Because there are fewer suspects, you see. That makes it harder.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Ganta. Also, I'm perfectly fine, by the way.
Good.
Going to do his best to help.
I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaido idiot level.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
That you're
more
slightly
important.
smaller than Ganta?
Oh, man. More importantly, are you okay, Kaido? Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Mucky Roll sure does pack a punch.
It's your fault. Ugh.
You don't need to worry about a dwindle in numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That is not okay to say.
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine. These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
I disagree,
It's
Kirkio.
she's juggling. She's juggling back and forth.
I
I'd
don't
say.
sure
She hasn't
is.
gone up or down. She's just gotten more intense. Atua, please. Please lend us your power.
I am a suspicious fucking person.
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
So what? Robots can believe in God, apparently. Actually, before I met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. Please wait while I play the entirety of Rainbow Connection. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do when I'm in trouble.
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and Ghost don't matter right now.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap. His trap? He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Oh.
No, he didn't. Ugh.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, trust me, guys. That's exactly how it went down. Don't worry about it. Shuichi, say something, please. What should I say? All right. I guess we'll move on then. Ramble. Let me get this majesty again. Ah, wonderful. Just what I needed. Thank you. Thank you, Monokuma. I think. Cool. As usual, we walk towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard.
End of thought.
We descended.
Down, baby, we're going to the Clash Royale, baby, we're gonna take a murder time.
Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster, and so we fell faster and faster downward into the black.
Everyone's silent in the elevator ride, being all pensive, and then suddenly Kokichi just fucking blacks out and falls.
Oh no! The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it? What?
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now.
Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad.
Yeah.
As much as I love to keep hearing the adorable back and forth. Let's hurry up and get this started. At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Inaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try and prevent the killing game.
I just realized that it like they're standing in a circle around her upside down.
Yeah, it's spooky. Then Tenko Chabashiro, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll go with that.
On her tombstone.
Yeah.
She
She hated men, but
she hated dying even more.
The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing.
Damn, literally dead people.
And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person?
Fucking Himiko just looks drunk.
2 different people?
Maybe it was 6. We don't fucking know.
We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight this truth and lies in this class trial.
Did anybody get the number of the truth that just hit me?
I would love to say it. That sounds great.
I will fight using both truth and lies.
If I have to, and I don't, but I will.
I'm gonna step out of the room for less than a minute.
Okay, sounds good. Begin class trial. Yes, that sounds delightful.
And Ryu's character speaks in 3, 2.
2, 1. Monotaro. It's gonna be Monotaro. Nope, it's me. Ahem. Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy, awesome trial underway! Sorry, everyone, but I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, Spaceman! Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you 2 weirdos!
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Who killed my girlfriends? Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be 2 killers.
Which 2 of you did it?
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say Newt. What do you mean?
The transfer student.
Student.
The transfer student.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe a resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
That Tsumugi
Stop it!
was removed from the class trial for that comment.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up, please! I hate it!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Is it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Even if, well, if the in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. All right, starting with dead students then. I couldn't find number 3. F just hung upside down. Yeah, all right. Actually, that makes sense. Oh,
The
crime was
what?
committed.
The
in
crime.
recent-
Where do you see the word crime?
it flew off already.
Committed the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No!
So ritual did work? Who was resurrected, I wonder?
And she
Oh,
did
Jesus.
just say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami.
Shuichi, say something.
This isn't about believing them reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Were all those statements correct?
Now, what are the bullets we have? Effigies hung upside down.
Necronomicon. Oh, wait, it can't be Necronomicon. It's the Necronomicon because the Necronomicon says that you have to burn it as part of the instructions, so it couldn't have done it. And we
Okay.
definitely found it. Yeah.
We found the book?
It's this. Yes!
Okay.
It's this. Counter! Pretty good. Yes, anyway, as I was about to say, it couldn't have happened. I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Thank you.
Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So, she must have the culprit killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, gone to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh! There's no way a dead person could resurrect. Now, hold on a second. I can't let that comment slide.
Wow.
Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life, but it's easy at the Ultimate Academy as long as you use the Necronomicon. What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible! But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so we can't be wrong. Raising that is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodam back to life.
Monodam is still alive, though.
I can't keep track of him. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't want to waste a resurrection on Monodam's corpse.
Meow.
Guess who's dying next?
Ooh. So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
It's possible!
There's no way that can happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us.
Look at Angie's picture. It's so cute.
It has wings and a halo.
Oh, it's so
Aw.
cute.
Written in my own blood.
That's Ryu. That's red. Blood is pink.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Let's hurry up and find out who the blackened is. Go.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Very good.
Who did it?
Yeah, good read. We'll go with that one.
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
Damn.
What? Why?
Wait a second, what?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
Well, freebie.
Alright.
I'm in no way
No,
pushing
stop
you
the
under
bait.
the bus for this.
Alright, let me back door. Wait, they're both the. Oh, back. Oh.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie. And it found it in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
Anyone could have taken that katana, you see?
So that Rusty the Womp was really the murder weapon? You're the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
Not care about some katana.
Just a minute, you shit-eating worm.
It was a damn
Crawled
word.
along.
You went to the classroom, broke in,
Uh-huh.
and murdered the fuck out of Angie. Oh yeah, I'm a fucking genius.
I love you.
Is Gorikyo really the culprit? Does that story fit the facts of the case? We should think about it from the beginning. So she said broke in. I think that's probably what we want to focus on.
What are the
Front
other,
Truth bullets?
yeah. Because I saw
Yeah,
front and back door. What are the other ones?
I'll check them out after I just read this.
Sure.
This door has a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only key, so it can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Before Angie's body was found, the door was locked and Kokichi opened it by picking the lock. There's also the back door, which is just it's a sliding lock. It can also be opened from only the inside. What else we got? Kokichi's lockpicking. Kokichi can lock and unlock the front door of the Ultimate Artist Lab with his lockpicking skills. I don't think it's this. That doesn't seem related. What about the fourth one? Samugi's account. What's that? Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone from the Student Council asked her to. The Student Council... Yeah, we know that. I don't know.
So, hold on. Let's see what the, the available
What she
like
said.
options are. Kiyo's research lab. Okay, I mean, it was found in Kiyo's research lab.
I mean, we could agree with that, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's... Yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
First, he gets a murder weapon. You're the only
Only
one
one
who
who cared about that
that.
thing. Kiyo also says this, but I don't see how that's relevant.
He doesn't... Yeah, we don't have anything. Because I think someone says he broke in. Now, maybe you were...
Yeah, broke in right here.
in. Now, when they say classroom,
Oh,
do they mean Angie's classroom or do they mean Tenko's classroom? Because we're talking about
They mean-
Angie's murder.
Korakio?
No, we're talking about Angie right now.
Oh, well, then,
why would-
yeah, locked in is broke in is one we're supposed to hit because of the locked door.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So
So it
then
should have
do I
been
just...
Korakio's lockpicking skills on that broke in.
Is it Korakio's lockpicking skills or the art lab's front door?
Well, I would say it was Korakio's lockpicking skills because wouldn't the door have already been unlocked if she was dead and Korakio unlocked it? Shouldn't it have already been unlocked?
But we'd be that's breaking in though. We'd be agreeing with him.
I see where you're coming from, Falshane, but the description on this does mention that the door was locked when we got to it. So I think that that's probably more likely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say front door. If it was
Let's give that a go. Let's give that a go real quick. If this doesn't work, we'll try the other idea. Boop, boop, boop,
Lunar
boop.
says it's Kokichi's lockpicking skills, not Korakio's.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, here we go. How about this? What? Am I wrong? Am I really wrong?
Whether Kiyo had a key or not, Angie still would have let him into a lab. And from there, he could have just pinned it down and murdered her just like that.
I made a mistake. I need to think it over again. Okay. Well, let's try Falshane's idea then. Could be that. I could be wrong. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding this entirely. Show me that statement again. It's this
Here it
next
comes.
one. Boop.
No,
Did I hit
wow.
it? Huh.
Unless we're not
Well,
hitting
like
it,
I
but...
it seems like I'm hitting it. It seems like I am. Otherwise, it wouldn't bring up the
Yeah.
text. Sumugi's account was what again? If you'd locked yourself in the ultimate artist absence yesterday working on the ritual, so would not my... Is it this?
Yeah, I guess so, because it...
Let's try that one instead. As much as I hate to just keep doing the same thing over and over. But it sure does seem like that's the part that we should be disputing. Work, please! It worked!
Okay.
Hooray!
Don't know why.
Both of us were wrong, Falsy.
It's okay, it happens.
Yeah. No, Kiyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Smugi? Smugi.
Yes. Before Angie locked herself up in the research lab,
Real fruit smoothies.
she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but the student council members.
And Kiyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
But that's why we said he broke in, right?
That doesn't seem to dispute what she just said, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Oh well. That's
Kiyo
fine.
couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
Not even a little.
But whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
It was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
Huh?
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was the besties with Angie.
Uh-huh.
I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Well, not anymore. Not now that you've brought it up.
I sure the fuck
I
sure
did
the fuck
until
don't.
now.
Of course. Of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
What?
Are you doing this on purpose?
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
We can trust their friendship. Okay, sure, whatever. Let's just not include her then.
Are you serious? Are we
Yep.
going with this?
Yep, the
Kokichi,
culprit is one of those 3 people.
Kokichi, this is the dumbest thing you've done the whole game so far.
Why couldn't she have done it? Because they were friends. You're right. Sorry.
Friends would never kill each other.
I think this is just his way of saying maybe we should consider him Nico.
Yeah.
You mean one of you mean one of the 2 people? Cause robot ain't people, Jack.
Wow,
Rude.
you.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What, Ev? The culprits have confessed already. Ganta, Keyboy, or Samugi. Well,
No, Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Well, what about Samugi?
Gonta wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, stick up for me
Hang on,
too!
I see what you're doing there, Tsugi.
Yeah.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
Don't lump yourself in with me.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Are we about to set up for one of those things where they, yep!
I'm not the culprit. I'm
Gonta
completely
not
not the
culprit.
culprit.
This is gonna be hard.
Time to
Oh,
sit with
I'm
each
looking
other.
forward to it. This is my Emmy.
Gonta is.
There are other possibilities.
I didn't kill Angie.
Surely
Well
there must be
then,
other suspects
who
outside
did
of the
it?
Council.
Student council.
I thought
And
Ted-
you
That's
have an
utterly
alibi for last
impossible.
night.
Gonta in a room talking to
that
the
shit can't be the
friends.
culprit. Only
What
student
did-
council members had
Oh, it's too
access.
late at night.
I mean, he himself
I don't
had
know
access.
who the
That's
culprit
bug friends
is,
I
You
don't
don't
know the
Gonta.
robots speak such boring lies.
The
but
bugs
it's
have
definitely
an alibi.
not me.
Is that a
I can't
robophobic remark?
question an insect.
There were several suspicious statements, but one is obviously inconsistent. It is? I'll listen carefully, sort the statements out in my head, and find the answer. Alright, so
Okay, what truth bullets do we have? Back door.
back door. Ah, jeez. Alright, Kokichi's lockpicking.
Lockpicking.
Necronomicon.
It's gonna be lockpicking.
Are you sure?
Lockpicking
On what?
on the only one with access when there, right there.
It's not that far-fetched.
Bam! Good job!
Thank you.
Yeah!
I smelled that
Connor!
bullshit from a mile away, son.
Calm down, Frogdoor. The chat was covered it up. It's your fault for the chat being partially on my screen.
No! It wasn't just student council members that could have opened the door.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have the memory of a goldfish. I'm imperfectly. What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Suichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
Yeah, that's sure what I'm gonna click with this then. I can't?
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it. But you could have! Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Heyo.
Kokichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Clack, clack, clack. Clack.
There, open says me.
Ah.
Oh,
God damn it, I was joking before, but
that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed them both. Oh, Jesus!
Will you kill Angie? What? Okay, that was easy.
Wait, what? What did you just say? Huh?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then whammo! Killed Angie.
Nope. Case closed, everybody.
The culprit was me all along.
Wait, could he really be the culprit? I must have some evidence that proves that he's innocent. What could it be?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
No, No joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Phew.
Alright, what's your angle here?
Wait, so Kokichi is really his culprit?
You're asking what the angle is of a guy who literally spends 80% of his time here lying just for fun.
I think the idea is that the idea that he killed either one of them is so ludicrous that he's just like, yeah, totally, I did it. Yeah, it was me.
I'm here to pad runtime. No, he's lying. I think? Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No. I mean, definitely not a lie. I killed
Are you
Angie.
French now?
I just said non, obviously not. Wouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit, how'd you lock the room?
You see, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
Nope, doesn't make any sense, buddy.
No.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it? Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method? Yeah, Mumbles, use your big boy voice and explain it yourself.
Well, there were two doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was... The door the culprit locked last to seal the room was the back door, probably, right? Right. That makes sense. Got it. The back door, that's how they made this a locked room mystery.
The back is a sliding door, yes? How was it locked from the outside? A magnet, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, that's not a bad idea. The culprit used a certain tool. The tool that the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from outside was... Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Alright,
it's the Tetris one. Yeah.
Alright, let's see how good I am at this one. Let's do some ones out here. Baseball bat? That doesn't make any sense.
Sweeper.
It's not Minesweeper. If it was Minesweeper, I'd have beaten it 5 minutes ago.
It's a secret
hey!
call. Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah, thank you.
They can't hide those during the trial. It's not fair.
The sword?
I don't think so.
The sickle?
What is this down
The
here?
sword?
Is that the sheath?
The sword.
That does appear to be the
Oh,
sheath.
you're right. I thought it was a baseball bat, but it was the sheath. But I guess I would guess the sword since it was in the room, right?
That's what the room wants you to think.
How would you lock
That's
the door?
fair.
Hold on. Check and see if there's anything up, like hiding up here in the top right corner.
You want me to do that? Sure. Also, I cannot see where you click. It doesn't look like there's anything there.
Okay. What would they? How would they fucking? They're saying that they locked the door from the outside, right?
Is it this? Clear. Oh, I did it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the sword.
How did
I mean, that was the only thing that was that close. But I don't know what I'm getting at right now.
sliding lock from the outside.
The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaide's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door?
Hmm?
So the gold leaf on the sliding lock was because...
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it? The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily. That evidence rings a bell. Specifically a school bell.
What? Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
No, that doesn't matter anymore. Well, let's not dwell on the past.
Okay, so they're saying that inside the room, they locked the sliding door lock from the inside with the katana, right? Because
The only thing that the thing that makes sense to me is that like I don't know, they stabbed it into Kaide's effigy and then using some method... Oh, because the effigies were hanging from the ceiling. Did he twist up the ropes and then let it spin and whack the lock closed? Because that's ridiculous.
Why would you not just shut the lock?
I don't know.
Like, that's my major question is, why would you not just shut the lock?
I don't know.
Whatever. Was her effigy even that close to the door? We'll find out.
Yeah, it was definitely the closest one to the door. I think that that's what they're alluding to, but that's ludicrous. Jesus.
Oh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? Oh, wait. How did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab, thank you.
Yeah.
The clue that might give us an answer is the layout of the area itself.
So this will help. Yeah, it definitely was the closest to...
Yeah, it was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy, and the effigies hung upside down.
And she didn't do that as a part of the ritual?
No, nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose. What could that have been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should become clear. Oh, psych taxi, let's go!
Oh, shit, son.
I like this one.
Last time there was a hidden Monokuma doll here.
Yeah, there was. Would they do more than... I guess I'll keep an eye out for them. Besides, I've not been doing a great job of collecting all the hidden Monokumas this time around. I should probably go back and do that at some point.
What's the question?
I don't think there is
we
one.
don't-
I think you just run shit over.
Yeah, we don't know the question just yet. We're building it up there.
Who... Take the candle, be hiding. Who told... What? Oh no, who turned the handle of the sliding lock?
Oh yeah, remember that the boxes
what
aren't
turned it?
one-to-one letters.
Yeah, what turned the handle of the sliding lock?
Oop. Yay. Get back on the road,
That's
sweetie.
the
Please.
golden katana, right?
Sweetie.
Didn't we just answer that?
I thought we sure did. Thinking time. And the answers are effigy's hand or katana's hilt. Yep, just gonna stay in this lane. Just gonna stay in my lane. There we go. Good. Yeah, we
Okay,
definitely
that one
already
was
answered
easy
that.
enough.
But okay. Thanks, Danganronpa, for the freebie. Next question. Give me these blacks. Give me these blacks. Oh, I got a red shell. Nice.
God damn it.
Fucking hell yeah. You're going down, Korakio, up there.
Katana. Nope. Oh, could be katana still.
Yeah. Turn the katana.
Yeah, that's definitely katana.
Who
The katana turned the door?
done to the katana to turn the door? What was done to the katana to turn the handle?
Lock. Turn the lock.
Magic.
The lock, yeah.
Magic. It was a magical lock. Got it. Yeah. Oh. Thinking time! Alright.
I don't even know what it's referring to.
Katana was
Sliding
stabbed in the
lock
effigy,
was...
sliding-
I guess katana was stabbed into the effigy.
Yeah, to turn the lock? What?
The what?
I mean, so far we've
Danganronpa-
only proven stuff we already know, so...
Danganronpa,
Here we go.
You've lost me a little bit.
Yeah,
You've
hang
lost
on,
me
I
just a
don't-
little bit.
I do not understand the connection between that question and that answer.
I don't either.
Well, in order to shut the
shit.
lock, we had to stab the katana into the effigy. We still don't know why, though.
What? What? To turn a lock, you had to stab a wax sculpture of Kaede that was inside the room already? I don't...
Yep.
What? I
Ah,
don't
shit.
understand, even slightly.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
Okay, effigy mutilate?
Why was the effigy mutilated to make the katana affect the lock? Or how was the effigy manipulated or mutilated? Whatever. So this is the question. This is
It
the
was-
real question.
It was turned. It was turned. It was turned and then it spun. This is a dumb... The killer had no guarantee that this would work, but I mean,
They made it spin around.
they made it spin around and whack it.
What
Yep,
the
I guess
hell?
spinning it. Yeah.
That's dumb. That's really dumb. But
That's
okay,
fucking
alright.
So wait, they
So
open the
dumb.
lock. They open the lock with Kaide's foot.
No.
That's
The
rude.
katana's sticking out of her chest. So they
Uh-huh.
twisted the. I'm assuming they twisted the rope so
The
it was really
ropes.
taut, and then
Uh-huh.
they let go, shut the door. So when it shut, the handle of the katana's arc smacked the lock to shut it. Now that would require the stupidest fucking precision.
I'm not gonna pretend I can imagine what you just said.
It also, well, I can imagine it. I get it. But I mean, there's also the idea, like when it was done spinning, it would start spinning the other direction. So it would probably unlock it, wouldn't it?
It just keeps locking and unlocking it.
That's it. The reason the culprits stuck the katana into the effigy was so that they would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
You and me both. Yep.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
He spun the effigy. The rope it was hanging from would twist.
The WikiHow diagrams.
It's so fucking dumb. Then if you let go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way.
Oh my god.
And of course, the katana would spin with it.
Okay, so what this game isn't factoring in is that this doesn't
everything.
take place in a vacuum, and the doll would likely fucking wobble and shit, and the amount of accuracy it would require to fucking line up those two, like, 1 inch long, like, things, just, whatever, I'm mad because it's dumb.
Okay, hang on. Okay, catch me up on some things that I'm not getting. The killer did this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Angie's in the room?
Well, Angie's
Angie's
already dead.
Angie is now officially dead in the room.
Okay, so you kill Angie with a sword, and then you stab a sword into Kaide, and then you swing Kaide, and she locks the door.
Well,
Right.
okay, so you know how, like, the best thing I can, like, equate this to is a yo-yo, where if you get the yo-yo all tangled, you have to, like, dangle it out and let it spin.
No, the picture fully explained to me how the door got locked. I'm trying to
Okay.
understand where the killer's now locked himself in the room with Angie.
No, the
No,
purpose
they-
was to create a
Oh,
locked
it's
mystery
to
with
lock
them
the door behind.
outside the room.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Yes.
leaves the door, and this, like, setup locks the door behind him.
Correct. Yep.
I am caught up now.
I see.
All right.
So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place.
Corkio.
Oh, that's me. The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock, and thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Yeah, and like Waluigi says, does it make sense in theory? Yes, but, like, in actuality, the amount of precision required to spin the doll, let go of it, have it spin at the right speed and strength, be able to leave the room, and while the doll's spinning, before anything touches it, bumps it, wind resistance changes it. I mean, particle physics is a thing. There's just so many fucking
Freaking Jeff Goldblum dripping water all over my hands. It's dumb, is what it is.
Well, alright, so imagine that you just killed Angie, and so you're like, well, might as well. What do I have got to lose? Might as well try this thing, because otherwise my plan is just to run.
I
Sound like a
I
test
feel like
box.
you're implying
Man,
someone
I
here.
am not
How am I going to pin this murder on someone else? I should create a locked room. See, there's my hint. That's my specific hint right there. Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked.
Samugi
But you see
did it.
effigy with the katana.
That was my hint.
A plane born from the heart of a sword, traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have been moved? Could it have moved to slide something? I don't know. What?
Here, I'll bring it back.
I don't but could it move the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple of times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Is that how they're explaining this away?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, that seems they knew! They're like, oh, this is gonna seem really fucking unbelievable and stupid. Here, let's just explain it away by saying, oh, well, he could do it a couple of times, don't worry.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Ryu, are you stepping away from your mic?
I don't. It's close to my mouth.
There we go.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
Culprit couldn't find a blade long enough for in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we'd think it was some kind of ceremony. That way we wouldn't notice the lock trick. But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility, but I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Aw, man. Swiper, no swiping. Aw, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit. You're telling the truth this time, right? I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
I actually did do it, but double jeopardy or something.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious.
I want to play One Night Ultimate Werewolf again.
Yeah, sounds good.
Darn it. It didn't go my way because Suichi put it in on my plan. Cheh, you and your fucking lies. Go sit in the, okay? Cheh, you and your okay, in the corner and play with yourself.
What?
Okay, I'll start right now.
Nope.
He just walks over to the corner, like, laughing. You're like an unzipping sound, and then he just pulls, like, a deck of cards out of his pants.
Oh yeah, I'm running a video game. Back to the murder.
Alright, so who's the asshole who set up this locked room mystery? You, I can't hold it up.
God damn it.
What's the matter? You going soft on me now? Who made the locked room mystery doesn't matter since anyone could have done it.
So we're just gonna skip over that. Wow!
Yes, we are.
Don't you even understand?
I'm gonna skip it. No. You filthy animal. God
move
fucking
on. Anyway.
Wow, 4 lines in a row! 4 lines in a row!
I want to skip that one.
Something
I want to let that
wink
one
tank.
go. Let it all hang out.
Nope.
So, would that be the same thing as a wink tank?
Yep.
Good. What should we talk about now? Definitely not that. We must focus not on the locked room, but on who entered Angie's lab. Only one of the student council members, or Kokichi, could have gained entry. Therefore, the culprit must be among their number.
That leaves us with 4 suspects. Smoogie, Ganta, Kibo, and Kokichi.
I really appreciate you letting me be in on this. Don't forget Himiko. She's also part of the student council. Doesn't matter if she was besties with it.
We've just argued in circles for like 40 minutes.
She's still a suspect.
God damn it.
That contradicts what you said earlier, which I can prove using my recording function. Let me demonstrate.
Why are there so many songs?
Damn it, wrong recording.
It's fine. It's just a waste of time.
Me? A suspect? I never kill Angie. So, calling all suspects, what should we discuss next? I want to hear everyone's opinion. What would you say to get yourself off the suspect list?
Why are you trying to lead the debate? You're a suspect too.
Silence, outsider! Only the suspect rangers are allowed to speak.
Suspect Rangers.
What? Okay, I agree for some reason. Those under suspicion should explain themselves thoroughly.
Go, suspect rangers, you mighty murdering suspect rangers. We might catch him with the pants down. Anyway, I want to ask the suspect rangers. What should we talk about? What should we say to get ourselves off the suspect list? Well, guys, I want to hear what you think.
That's sort of a difficult question, you know.
Gunter not smart enough to know answer to that.
Yes. It is difficult to formulate a logical response to that question.
Not articulate with words, or neither am I. Not articulate with words, huh? Don't you guys want to prove your innocence?
They don't trust you one bit, and I don't blame them. You're probably plotting. Oh.
Why did Tenko have to die?
Huh?
I want to know what happened to Angie too, but can we talk about Tenko's case now and not just Angie's? I got you exactly where I wanted, Himiko.
Huh?
Yeah, what do you mean? 2 victims could have been killed by 2 separate murderers, you know? So we need to find the first Blacken responsible for the first victim. We gotta figure out who killed Angie. Until we solve Angie's case, Tenko's case is meaningless. Did you suggest that we waste that? It's not meaningless.
Himiko.
Tenko's death is meaningless? How dare you? Poor Tenko. How could you do this to her?
Himiko.
Himiko, stop it with your crappy lies. At least get good ones like me. Lies? Everything you said is total beef. You didn't give 2 shits about Tenko when she was alive. But now you're like, oh no, poor Tenko. After she's dead? Come on, really?
Kokichi, enough.
No, it's okay. It's not surprise. I mean, it's no surprise he'd think that. I know I ignored Tenko before. That's why I'm so upset now. I should have faced Tenko, worked things out with her while she was still alive. But now, it's too late. I can't complain to her, or thank her. It's too late.
Yeah, seriously, it's way too late to realize that now.
Wow.
Our only option is to face her death head on. Oh.
Nyaron, face her death.
Himiko, I understand what you're going through. So I'm gonna help you out. Let's work together to find the truth. I'm not gonna let anyone say her death didn't matter.
Kaido. Alright, I'll put a silencing curse on whoever calls Tenko's death meaningless. The name of the curse is Death Curse. Making myself seem a little more suspicious here, ain't I?
So I think what that one does is that if someone tries to kill Himiko, then they also die in the process. I suppose being dead would silence someone pretty good.
Listen up, all you guys are gonna help out too. Abandoning someone who died and only thinking about your own survival? That's just as bad as a hit and run. I won't forgive something so messed up.
Tenko was our friend. Gondo want to know why she died too.
I already told you that. Oh, unnecessary. We're getting sidetracked here.
No, even if it was a different culprit, we need to know how Tenko died. If we don't find out who killed her, we won't be able to work together. Not now, not ever. Even if this trial isn't for her, it's in order for us to survive. We need to get to the bottom of Tenko's death. Not just to survive this trial, but so that we can keep going and live on. Kaido.
Finally, you noticed. Geez, you're so slow.
Kokichi.
Huh? Did Kokichi want us to notice?
Don't listen to his crap. We haven't decided whether there were two culprits yet.
Let us talk about Tenko's case then. Perhaps that will provide us a clue.
Yeah, maybe. They're not wrong, but I don't mind going over Tenko's case. But that was an abrupt change of topic. Was that intentional? So, what did we talk about first?
For now, let's see if we can narrow down the list of suspects.
What?
Oh, Tenko.
Tencrotch probably got killed during the seance, so everyone there's suspicious. Tencrotch.
Did she have 10 crotches?
Think about it.
Imagine.
10 crotches.
How many legs does she have?
More.
The people who attended the seance. Oh god. Korikyo, Shuichi, Himiko, yeah, it's the first one, isn't it?
Kibo.
Kaido! Nope. It's that one! Got it! It was me, Kyo, Himiko, and Kokichi.
So those four are the culprits.
Oh, Himiko's still culprit?
In this world, nothing gets you out of being a culprit.
No, that's probably just a coinky dink. The most suspicious out of the four is really Kyo. He suggested the whole seance idea.
True, I may have suggested it, but I explained the procedure beforehand, yes? If we all knew of it before the murder, then we are all equally suspicious.
Well, I suppose. But
In addition, the seance wasn't entirely in my control, either. I was not the one who selected the room we performed it in. It was Himiko.
Okay, I wasn't expecting you to point that out so quickly.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use?
The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once.
Huh.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Also, we should not limit our suspects to only those who participated in the seance. Enderun had a point of entry from outside, you see.
A point of entry from outside. He must be referring to... well, probably this right here. I'm gonna talk about that. The floorboards under Tenko were loose. The culprit may have gone onto the floor to enter.
Tenko was atop them the entire seance. It's unlikely the floorboards were used.
There was another location that we could have entered and exited without using that area.
Everyone's staring at me. I think, what? I screwed up. They think I'm a fraud.
No?
Oh.
What's the question?
The big
How did the culprit
hole in the wall?
get? Oh, is it this over here in the corner? The
I guess. It's the only other thing that would make sense.
Got it! Is that it? We good? You're talking about under the floor. Hey, come on, it should have been the same answer.
Yeah.
Huh? Under the floor? Yes, there's a crawl space under the floor a person could move through. There was also a hole that connected it to the neighboring room.
If the culprit used the hole, they could have entered and exited the seance room. If we consider that a possibility, then there is another suspect.
Another suspect? Who?
Is appearing before me. Oh! I can see it clearly. The true identity of Tinko's killer.
So you think it's Kibo then, don't you?
Duh.
Yeah.
The culprit sneaked in during the seance by crawling under the floor.
But it was pitch black during the seance. How could they even see if they were under the floor?
Because it wasn't dark under the floor. You see, our villain had a light.
Is it just gonna be
Light, you
Kibo's
mean
flashlight
candle?
Ah.
Kibo's flashlight function.
Huh? Now hold on a second.
Kibo could have used the function to get onto the floor and sneak into the empty room during the seance.
Unless you use Kibo's flashlight function to get
I
under the
said
floor.
hold on a second.
He used his robot function to commit the murder.
Hold on a second.
It's true that with a little light you can move around under the floor, but is that possible? Huh.
So what hole in the corner
Okay, so let's
Kibo's
read
flashlight
about this.
function?
A function that Miu added to Kibo, he can emit a blinding light from his eyes. Hole in the corner. Hole that was in the corner of the room that... you see what's dropped down there. Caged
That's it.
child. Oh god. Magic circle. Spirit medium. Must be his turtle. Place iron cage. Finally, turn off all the lights. Make it completely dark. Loose floorboard. Floorboard.
It's not this seance. There's try.
Kibo's flashlight doesn't seem to contradict anything else.
Yeah, does Miu say he could or couldn't use it?
He
What's
could
that?
have.
Our villain had a light. I don't think it's that. Kibo's flashlight function. Hold on. Use that function to get under the floor.
Well,
Use the function to get under the floor.
Should I use Kibo's flashlight function on that?
no, that doesn't make sense. I think you should use something about the floorboard.
Yeah. It's true that with a little light, you could move around on the floor. Is it possible?
Well, I think
Kibo's flashlight function on the floor.
either the. I'm thinking either the caged child or Kibo's flashlight function on.
Or hole in the floor.
well,
Oh, you know what?
on-
I think it's Caged
Could
Child.
be any of these.
I think you should use Caged Child against Miu's statement.
Yeah, Miu's statement.
Okay. Sure. I'll do that. What makes you think that that's it?
Because if
Let's
there
find
was
out.
light in the room. No? Okay. I thought maybe if there was light in the room, they would have.
It might be the missing floorboard because then you could see the light and it wouldn't be entirely dark. You
Maybe.
would see the light. I'm gonna try loose floorboard on what Mia was talking about. I'm gonna give that a shot, and it's gonna be wrong, and then we'll look to Wander for the answer.
Wander's paying the least attention of any of them.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I'm playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp with one hand, and I'm still paying more attention.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Hole in the corner.
I mean,
Child.
Try the flashlight function on Mew's statement.
Didn't we already do that? Wasn't that the first thing we tried?
No, the first thing we tried was the caged child.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll try that.
Villain had a lie.
Here? Huh.
No.
I guess it's not me
Okay.
statement.
We're not doing so hot on this round.
No.
What else is there? Well, we could agree with Gonta that a candle was used, but that doesn't seem right.
Oh, do we have evidence that maybe it wasn't Kiba?
Actually, could it have been a candle? Could it have been a candle? Is Gonta completely right? Is it the easy answer? I don't know how that would be related to any of our truth bullets, though.
The only truth bullet I could see that being related to would be the caged child ritual, but even that it doesn't really make much sense. I mean, then we have to disagree with Korikio. And unless...
So, what is it that Kyo says?
That the victim had, or that the suspect had a light.
Where villain had a
This?
light.
Huh.
What
Because
did you just
we would
shoot at
have
that?
seen it as through the floorboards, would we? Because they were loose.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I feel like there's a lot of reasons why this doesn't make sense, but...
What did you shoot at that? I didn't even see.
Cage dog.
Yeah, I shot the cage
But
child.
the room as dark as it was, one would need a light, yet. Or are you denying my entire theory? Either way, your evidence is lacking.
Oh no.
Again?
Not cage child. Loose floorboard. Hole in the corner, maybe. That's loud. I'm gonna try hole in the corner on our villain had a light. It worked. Okay.
Oh yeah, because we would have seen it through there.
Yeah, okay. Alright, cool. I feel like that would have worked no matter where we put it, but whatever. I don't think the culprit could have used a light while under the floor. There was a hole in the corner of the room. If a light were used, it would have leaked through and we would have seen it.
So pretty much we had the answer. We just weren't giving the
Right.
game the way it wanted it.
Yeah. A bit of Phoenix Wright syndrome.
But when we did the seance, the room was definitely pitch black.
So a light was not shined under the floor, which means you cannot claim I am the culprit.
Geez, here I thought this would be the case where the murder could only be done by a robot.
You have accused me of being the culprit more than once now, simply because I am a robot. My status as a robot does not mean I am capable of performing superhuman feats. My vision is somewhat poor, and I only possess average physical strength and intelligence.
All right. You made your point. God, now I feel sort of bad for you.
Thank you. I neither want nor need your pity.
Okay, I was lying.
Enough with the flashlight, it's way too bright.
It would have been difficult to move around under the floor in that pitch black darkness. Here, this floor and the hole have nothing to do with this case.
Then why was the floorboard under Tenko lined up funny? Going to think that that was so culprit could stab Tenko from under the floor.
Oh,
Or
nice.
maybe it
Are you
was-
finally getting used to the class trials?
Maybe they moved the floorboard to dispose of the murder weapon. Or they hid the murder weapon under there and then put it back there when they were done. Because the salt was kind of smudged afterwards, remember?
Mm-hmm.
It was smudged because everybody trampled all over
No,
it.
no,
wasn't
no.
it?
Before that, it was smudged.
As soon as they turned the candles back on. What's wrong with me? We saw that
Candles light up.
the little tea lights. We saw that the salt was slightly smudged next to the cage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't say it like that. You're better off not being used to this kind of stuff.
Maybe they marked Tenko with glowing paint and looked for that? That let the culprit find her. Then they could stab her through the floorboards.
You're referencing that one thing.
Teru.
Boy, that sounds really familiar too, but I'm just gonna ignore it.
Her corpse didn't have any trace of glowing paint, though.
Oh, yeah. So then, why was that floorboard blue?
God damn it.
So I just have to point out this thing in the chat that Quark said. Wonder, I thought you said turn the camels back on. I was so scared and confused.
Turn them back on, Wander. The loose floorboard was the one under Tenko, right? If the culprit used it while she was still alive, she'd totally notice.
Who fucking cares? Fussing over that won't get us closer to the culprit.
We shouldn't dismiss this line of inquiry, though. However, instead of putting our heads against this, how about we concentrate on another issue?
What other issue?
Perhaps first, we should figure out how and when exactly Tenko was killed. Oh, right, he's me too. When? So not during seance?
Tenko was in the metal cage for the whole seance, wasn't she? How could someone have gotten to her there?
Maybe the culprit killed her before she went under the metal cage.
That's not possible. She was alive at that point. This is the point of no return, Tenko. At today's point, you mustn't speak.
Yeah.
Make them move around and just make about me.
Yeah, we get it.
Understood. I am alive at this moment in time. Duh. She was unmistakably alive when the seance began.
That was right before we blew out the candles, but when the light came back...
The floorboard was removed at that point, so it's likely she was already dead then.
So she was killed when the room was dark.
But she was inside cage, right? Gotta think it impossible to kill her then.
Then she wasn't killed when the room was dark. It was a fucking different time.
A different time? A different time?
It's a pretty good impression you got there. You've been working on your Ganta, I see. How the fuck should I know? You figure it out, shitheads. Since Ganta said it was impossible, I'm proposing an alternate theory. Now hurry up and think!
I've got a better idea. Now you guys think of it.
You want to make my golden brain tingle? Then start circle jerking your elliptic brains!
So rude.
Mew taking charge. Mew taking charge this trial. Am I wrong? Was it Mew this whole time? Man.
Oh, I don't mean yes. I'm being
One sec.
heartbroken.
You guys can go right ahead. I'm gonna take care of something really quick.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't.
It wasn't during this. Yeah, go ahead.
It wasn't during the seance.
Not any other time. Under the cage. She was under the cage. She was dead when the cage was lifted. Came back. It's very hard to read. Moment cage was lifted. Small window of time.
Oh, like that.
Okay, let's just
Nope.
stab, be stab. No fast, so fast, no it's all.
My God.
What is wrong with you?
The cage.
Hey, you want to take this one, Mark?
Sure. It was me. Oh. Then obviously Himiko is the culprit.
There's no. What?
I don't know. I don't know what you said.
There's
Sorry, I didn't mean to
doubt.
like step aside for a second when like all of my characters decided to start interacting with each other. Sorry about that.
It's alright.
It's
all good.
fine. I got an orgasm for you, so that's pretty cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
For you. Tenko not being killed during the seance, that might be impossible, but there's no evidence for it.
Every time I get a free Ryugasm, it's a good day. Any other time?
Arcostump.
She was under the cage the whole time.
White sheet, dog statue,
I'm
marker
having-
stone, iron cage. Huh.
And she was dead when the cage was lifted. Is that the only moment the cage was...
Moment cage was lifted. No, she had to be... That, I should dispute that. I don't know why, though.
Hope it's stab Tanko real fast.
Dog statue,
So fast no one saw.
marker stone, iron cage.
I mean, we could say that the iron
Oh.
cage... Can we
Oh,
read?
the iron cage has blood on it, so she had to have died while she was
Yeah,
under
she had to
there.
have died under it.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Himiko's the culprit. I know, Kokichi, I know. We'll get to it eventually. Hang on. Let me just swing back around over to Ganta. Where you at? Where you at? There you are. Boop. Take that. That's wrong? Really?
Is it the dog statue that was on top of the cage?
The one
Why?
was she killed after seance.
I made a mistake. I need to think it over again. Does the sheet also have blood on it? Yes. Yes. Okay, actually, this makes even more sense. I'm going to use this on Gunta's thing.
Why does it make more sense?
Because the sheet was taken off before the cage. And so by that point, when the cage was lifted, she couldn't have possibly been killed. Because the sheet had already been taken away and there was blood on that. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the cage was also taken away and there was already blood on that. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense by, like, the logic of needing one more step, but...
Yeah, I think either one of them should have worked, but oh well. No, it wasn't possible to kill her the moment the cage was lifted. Because the inside of the white cloth had Tenko's blood on it. Oh, that cloth was removed before the cage was lifted. If Tenko was stabbed then, there wouldn't be blood on the cloth.
What? But how could my golden brain be wrong when it felt so right?
The only possibility is that Tenko was killed during the seance. Oh, okay.
Argue?
We're doing it!
You are infuriating.
No, it's still wrong to think that Tenko was killed during the seance.
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna prove it right now. My gold brain is gonna go all out.
Miu, did you kill Tenko?
I ain't fucking killed nobody. Shut your fucking mouth, limp dick.
Okay. Hurting my feelings.
I believe
But
that.
Tenko died after the seance. I'm literally turning my head to read this shit right now. It happened when the sheet was lifted. That was the moment the culprit chose
That.
to stab the fuck out of Tenko through the cage. They stuck the thin blade through the gaps of the cage. And the clean white sheet got stained blood red.
No, that's stupid! But the weapon was a sickle. Only the blade could have fit through the gaps. Huh.
The blade's all you need.
Oh, yeah?
If you stick the blade through the gaps in the cage, it'd be long enough to reach Tenko. Sitting in there with her neck all exposed.
Shit! Mew?
Huh? She was probably sitting down normally when she was in the cage. If you got a problem with that, then come up with a better explanation, bucko.
I made a mistake. I need to think it over again. Bam! Yeah. Get rid of these. Is it not sickle under the floor?
Well,
Maybe
she's
it
saying
did-
that she was sitting up normally, so... She wasn't sitting up normally, she was all turtled, right?
Yeah. This is new.
She wasn't that far from the cage's gaps. In which case, the person lifted the sheet is the culprit. And that's none other than Kyo, sorry. Almost said that Kyo killed us. Tenko.
Oh, fuck, I messed up
Oh.
again.
There has to be a hole in Miu's logic somewhere. All I have to do is show the evidence that will counter Miu's claims. Okay, so it's not It's not the sickle under the floor.
Iron cage. Iron cage.
You think it's an iron cage?
Well, yeah, that's 3 feet tall, and she was leaning over, so there's not enough room.
Yeah, you're right. Let's try it. Hell yeah? Oh.
No?
She doesn't know how she feels about that answer either.
Okay, then I guess it's the stone because her head was bent down? Like, there's so many ways to explain this shit away.
This floorboard. I think it might be loose floorboard. Actually, you know what? We'll go with it. Ah, shit! Fuck!
No?
I didn't do it right. I'll make another loop. Okay. Do it again! Alright. That. Okay, does this work? It does! Okay.
Again, there were 3 different ways to explain that.
This trial has a few flaws. Wait just a minute. Tenko wasn't sitting down inside the cage. She was bent over with her forehead against the... Wait. I didn't get that Mia was trying to say that she was up against the cage. Did she say that?
Yeah, she said that she could have been sitting normally.
Oh, well, I didn't get that. Okay, that's my fault then. That actually makes perfect sense. She was bent over with her forehead against the marker stone, and the cage itself was about 3 feet tall. The sickle's blade was too short to reach Tenko while she was in that position.
Then I messed up again. How could this happen? I'm so embarrassed. No worries, Miu. Everyone already knows you're an embarrassment to the human race.
Yeah, no worries.
How embarrassing.
If Soichi is right, then it's impossible for Tenko to have been killed through the cage.
She couldn't have been killed during the seance because she was in the cage, right?
If she was killed then, the cloth over the cage would have been pierced.
Not during the seance or from below the floor. Then it's impossible, isn't
Well, the
Yeah.
weapon was a comma. Which,
For a living person.
And the comma's blade is that like perpendicular to the shaft.
Right.
So could they have like stuck it under the floorboards and like looped it underneath and stabbed her from underneath like that?
That makes sense. I like that.
Like they were sitting like right outside the cage. They stuck it into the floor and sort of like looped it around the bottom of the cage through the floorboards to like weave it into her neck. Like that wouldn't be possible with a sword, but just certainly with the comma, probably.
Yeah. That thing is called a comma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Learning new things. Huh?
What if Angie's spirit killed Tenko?
What are you talking about? This is not possible. This is not possible.
We don't know that. Some things are impossible for a human, but not for a spirit.
Screw spirits! I hate it!
Stop that now. Sickle, whatever.
Angie's spirit
Blade
killed Tenko?
Okay, Common's blade is straighter, this one is a sickle. That actually kind of helps my theory, because, yeah, it's more of a curved blade than the Common would normally have.
Okay.
But if it's more curved, then that would just make it easier to sort of loop it underneath the thing. Himiko?
Why would Angie's spirit kill Tenko? What if Tenko killed Angie, and then Angie's spirit came back for revenge?
Like I said, that's impossible. Spirits can't be culprits.
Just not.
Revenge!
It's...
Then explain how the culprit killed Tenko under these impossible circumstances.
Shit.
See? You can't explain, can you? Only a spirit could.
Wait a minute. What if the culprit was hiding inside the cage? A lot of characters are interrupting each other. I'm not even clicking through a lot of this. If they were in there, they could have stabbed Tenko during the seance. No, if there was someone else in the cage, we would have noticed.
I agree with Kaido. The culprit should have been inside. Could have been inside the cage. Wait, I just realized something.
What?
Wow.
What if they were waiting underneath the floorboards the whole time?
What? Maybe. You do?
Nonsense. There was no space in the cage for the culprit to hide. Maybe the culprit wouldn't need to hide in the first place. What?
Right.
Also, the culprit could have killed her in the cage at any time. I think you know what I'm getting at, right?
The they that she's referring to. Wait, what's the question? Who
Somebody
killed
could have
Tenko
been
from inside the state.
Tenko
Like,
herself?
Oh, is
unless
that
she killed herself, yeah.
If the thought is that she killed herself, I don't see how she could have done that though.
If she had
But
a
I guess
sword on her the whole time, she could have just stabbed herself in the back of the neck. There's
Well,
nothing
not a
stopping
sword,
her.
not a sword, but the sickle.
Yeah,
But that also.
How did she
Yeah.
dispose of the evidence?
That's my question. I don't see
there
how
was-
this
She
is
just let
possible.
it drop off her body down the floor.
Well, there was
Wait, was
There
she
was a
stabbed in the
cut.
back of the neck or the front of the neck?
The back.
Oh, I was always thinking that she was stabbed in the throat.
Nope.
That
Well, there was a
changes
cut in the
things.
floorboard, so she could have cut a piece of the floorboard off, stuck her hand under the floorboards,
I
and like
think-
tossed it to the side. But I mean, she
I think this is what the game is getting at. I'm gonna do it.
It was a
Side-
thunk, so maybe she was like somehow sawing through the floorboards, and the thunk was the piece of wood dropping.
Yep. I believe Maki is referring to Tenko herself.
Yeah, what did you say?
I was watching chat. We're good. We're good.
Are you saying Tenko is the culprit?
She committed suicide.
a double murder with one of the characters committing suicide.
Suicide?
If she committed suicide, it would explain a lot of things we couldn't figure out. She volunteered to be in the cage, then stabbed herself during the seance. It wouldn't matter how dark the room was.
But the sickle she was stabbed with was under the floor, right? If Dango had stabbed herself, wouldn't the sickle still be inside the cage? Oh my god! You actually said something smart!
Perhaps that explains why the floorboard was removed. After stabbing herself with the stickle, she threw it underneath the floor.
I feel like the game is just listening in on our conversations and it's like, hey, let's repeat this shit back to them.
So she took the floorboard to get rid of the sickle.
Yes, that makes sense to Gonta. Except, wait, no, it doesn't.
Well, it doesn't make sense to me. There's no reason for Tenko to commit suicide. Maybe it wasn't too far off the theory I had earlier. You know, about Tenko killing Angie. Yeah. Because Tenko and Angie were fighting for your attention, right?
Hey, Angie, why did you brainwash Himiko? Just wondering.
Tenko's pent-up frustration led her to commit such an atrocity. Her conscience couldn't handle it anymore, so she decided to end her own life. What?
But if she was going to kill herself, why do it during the seance?
She wanted to hide the truth of her suicide.
Really? Why?
There could only be one reason to hide it in a killing game, right?
She wanted to kill everyone?
It's to take us down with her. Take us down. She wanted us to pick the wrong answer during the class trial. So she could bring us all down. She wanted us to die with her.
Damn, girl.
Okay, well, she probably just wanted Himiko to die with her, but still. What are you saying? Tenko wasn't like that. She told me.
keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
What if all of that was just a lie?
Kokichi's biggest flaw believes everyone else lies as much as him.
Yeah.
Lie?
Wait, we should believe Tenko's last words. The truth there of class trials that you shouldn't believe everything said.
Himiko, you said that Tenko would never do anything like that. But how can you be so sure? Do you guys actually know each other? People keep all sorts of secrets, like Maki. She hid the fact that she's a cold-blooded killer. Is it wise of us to trust other people wholeheartedly in this kind of situation?
Jeez, you're such a naive dude.
Naive?
I just called you a naive dude. How do you feel?
Dude?
We're all just people, you know, dude? Of course we're gonna have some secrets. What matters is whether there's malice behind them. Eh.
People can lie about how malicious their hidden secrets really are.
Yeah. Well, duh. It's impossible to know for sure what others are thinking.
Yeah.
That's why it all comes down to whether or not you believe in yourself. If you get betrayed, it's not their fault. It's your fault for believing in them. Oh, that's a way of looking at it. Damn. That's why I believed in Makiro. Because I wanted to believe in her.
Just because you're acting all cool doesn't mean you get to skip training.
Hey, come on. Don't you think you're being a little too strict? So I have a question.
Yes.
Is the game trying to imply like some sort of relationship between Maki and Shuichi or Maki and Kaido?
Kaido, definitely.
It seems more like Kaido.
But
doesn't
like,
it?
no thanks.
Yeah.
Ah, come on, Makiro!
Maki and Kaito is Wander's no TP.
Yeah. I don't like Kaito. He's dumb.
Oh,
Damn!
Damn! Ding dong, bing bong, a body's been discovered!
no!
Well, we come from different backgrounds, so for now, let's agree to disagree. No one's ever called me naive before, and from Kaido? Seriously? No. Whether or not I believe. My heart can't reach Tenko anymore, but I want to believe in her. She wouldn't commit suicide. She wouldn't try to take us down. That's what I want to believe.
Me too. Gonta no can believe Tenko commits suicide.
It does make a lot of sense, though.
But if Tenko did commit suicide, that would answer all of our questions.
It would be really convenient if this falsity was true, so let's believe it.
If you insist we believe in Tenko, then provide a reason to do so.
A proper reason. Alright, I'll give you a reason.
Punch.
Is there a reason?
Yes! Probably. Will you trust me, Maki? If it turns out I'm wrong, you can blame me you can blame it all on me. But for now, I need you to trust in my detective work.
Are you referencing something?
Yes. I don't believe Tenko would kill herself because of what she said. The worst part is I don't remember what I'm referencing.
Anyone who makes references is a nerd.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, everyone, I'll see you guys after the seance.
Okay. She said, see you guys after. I doubt she had a sudden change of heart. Just because we don't know how she was killed doesn't mean that it was suicide. We shouldn't be satisfied with that, and if we keep thinking, we'll find the truth. And that means we have to believe in Tenko!
Also,
I'll make them all believe!
How,
Oh, we're doing a
how
minigame?
would she have smuggled in the sickle, I wonder?
They said at some point that it was small enough that you could hide it under your clothes, right? Didn't Maki say that? Oh. Whoa.
So far, that seems to be the best explanation.
Her plan was to take us down with her. So she hid the true intentions. Tenko's not that kind of person.
It would explain how she died during the seance. During the science!
She could have secretly brought the sickle
She murdered me with science.
and then stabbed herself with it.
Oh god.
Oh,
It's
look at
probably
Monokuma
this.
File 3.
Yep, Monokuma File 3. Did she die instantly? Stab in the neck. Does not say that she was
Somebody
died instantly.
said, was it Maki said that she wouldn't have enough strength to do anything? She would just sit there and die?
It doesn't say that here.
Well, what are the other truth bullets?
Alright, yeah, we'll look at the other truth bullets. Let's finish reading this first.
All the pieces fit.
Oh, that's the last one.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks that Tenko committed suicide, but only because they're latching onto the easiest answer. To get out of this, I need to make them think this suicide theory wouldn't work. The caged child, Tenko's last moments.
Look up that.
Tenko died in a crouch position. The injury on the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Take us. Do I lie about this? I think I lie about this.
Tenko's
I think
first moments.
Tenko. Is that what it says? Tenko died instantly. That's what it is.
Yep.
Yep. Shuichi, this is not a responsible lie.
There
This
you
is
go.
not a responsible
There are no
Right.
responsible lies when death is on the line.
There we go.
Right. Yeah, perjury. Okay. Alright, that's where the lie was. Well, at least that one was figured.
Here's the lie. It was us.
Tenko couldn't have thrown the sickle under the floor. 'Cause I'm a liar!
Instantly?
You lying son of a bitch.
Sorry, I had to sneeze for a moment there.
Okay.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
I'm certain of it. My investigation determined that she died This is so stupid. What if she killed herself?
Yep. I hate the line function, but I can't say that every single trial because it's gonna get old.
Yep.
What's your opinion, Maki? I'd like to hear from someone who specializes in murder.
Ugh. Oh my goodness, the spite in her face right there.
Maki. Oh.
You're right. I completely forgot about that important detail. Tenko died instantly.
Everybody perjure.
What?
Maki roll Shuichi. I like this whole covering for each other thing we got going on. It's great, isn't it? This is dumb.
What?
What?
As an assassin, I specialize in killing my target swiftly. I have no doubt that Tenko was killed immediately.
Words of a true killer. Pretty sure we can believe everything she said.
Ugh.
Thanks, Maki. You're the best. How could you forget that, Maki Roll? You better apologize to Shuichi.
Shut up. Excuse me?
Oh no, it's okay, Kaido. Really, no apology necessary.
Schwink.
Anyway, Tenko died so suddenly that she couldn't have gotten rid of the sickle. Are you sharpening a knife over there? Is that what's happening?
No.
No.
Yes.
Knowing that, the theory that she killed herself just doesn't fit, right, guys? Right?
Just like I thought, Tenko wouldn't commit suicide.
Thank goodness, Himiko.
Which means someone definitely killed Tenko during the seance!
Her suicide was considered because we could not determine how she was killed.
No, there must have been a way. We're gonna figure it out.
Did any of the participants witness anything peculiar during the seance? If you know something, please speak up. It could be the key to solving this mystery.
Only you
Not a
can
bad
solve
idea.
this mystery.
We should remember what happened at the seance. Let me try to remember. I'm sure there's something.
Is this gonna be
I need some
thing?
Some kind of clue that'll help me solve this mystery. What? Is it the sound? Yep, sound during seance.
Yeah.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary during the seance?
No. All right.
It's not how this fact seance failed. The ritual was perfect and yet it failed. How utterly strange. You're still hung up on that? She was dead. She
Now
died.
that I think about it, when we were
Aw.
singing the song, I heard something fall, I think.
You don't know.
Oh, you missed.
Okay, well, I did miss. Oh.
I'm more concerned about how dark it got in there. I mean, it was totally pitch black. My job was to relight the candles. Moving along the walls was seriously tough.
Sorry, why don't
I'm
we
not
try to
sure.
say something?
Wonder?
What? No, I was just
Okay.
I was just reading the other comments that were floating by.
Oh, okay.
Oh. It was pitch black during the seance. That limits what could have happened. Just stay calm, think. There must be some kind of clue. Okay, so I'm gonna use the sound during the seance on Himiko's statement. Because that makes sense to me. Although, I do question why you think it was something falling. Oh. Shit, I missed. Oh, no, I hit? Oh, got it!
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Consent!
Yeah.
Break. Himiko, you think that something fell because of that sound you heard, right?
At last.
It's like, oh, it's in sepia tone. I was like, why is it a different color now?
Fine.
Ba-
She
Was
shot
that
me
Bang in
down.
Korakio's voice? Uh-huh.
It sounded like something heavy fell down and hit the floor really hard. What could have fallen down? Fallen down? There wasn't anything on the ceiling that could have fallen down, right? No. Am I wrong? I thought something fell, but... The sound was pretty loud. It did seem like something hit the floorboards.
Huh, loud sound. Like something hit the floorboards. Maybe that sound had something to do with the other thing that happened in the dark. Other thing that happened in the dark. What?
What else?
No clue.
Magic circle. Tenko's last moments. Are you talking about this? Was the sound that sounded like something hitting the floorboards? Another floorboard?
What is it? The thing that got sawed off under the?
Oh,
Yeah, this.
this
Yeah.
is not a bad idea.
You
Yeah,
try
I'll go
that.
with that. Sure. Ah, damn it.
Oh, damn.
And that had nothing to do with the sound during the seance. Nobody is gonna believe you anymore if you keep saying random things, you know?
That.
You don't get to say that!
Oh man, everyone's staring at me. I screwed up. Tickle my pride.
Get on
Was there something else? Oh,
Whoa,
whoop.
whoa.
Cycles. Bloody Kokichi, crosspiece under the floor. That's what we just tried.
What is Sumugi's
I
account?
guess I'm gonna... Sumugi's account. I'll look at Sumugi's account. Oh, it's not at all.
No.
I just
in order
asked
to-
what it said, not to pick it.
In order to scroll, you need to press the same button to. It's dumb. Okay, I'm gonna try. Lose floorboard. Is it this? It's this.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, we're good. I think the floorboard coming off had something to do with that sound. Yes. The floorboard came loose at some point during the seance, right? Right.
Maybe.
Would the floorboard have made such a loud sound, though?
It was the sound of an intense impact.
If the impact was that intense, then it could have loosened the floorboards.
That is true. There would have had to have been a strong impact to make that sound, but what was it? What could it possibly be? Nope. All right then, let's go with that. We all gotta put our heads together now. Yeah. All right then. Non-stop debate. Huh. Well, magic circle, crosspiece, and probably crosspiece. So, what made the floorboard come loose, huh?
So, judging for some, must have been considerable force.
Oh,
Someone who participated in the seance, maybe that person, tore off the floorboard.
That would make such a strong or loud crashing sound. Maybe the wooden statue fell over.
Oh, that's dumb.
But that statue is still on top of the cage.
Culprit him on the floor.
Whoa!
But that's a real something.
It's stood up.
But we already said there was no one under the floor. Someone must have thumped through the floorboard. Wait. A floorboard that comes loose when you step on it is dangerous. God, it's like I'm the only one who is saying on the ball. You hardly have any experience with balls.
God
Say
damn
that, Mew. Don't be stupid. Don't you know?
God
me
damn
and
it.
balls are the best of friends.
You please, you're embarrassing me.
What would have made a strong enough impact to knock the floorboard loose? If I think about everyone's testimony and combine it with the facts, is it crosspiece under the floor? Dried blood. Oh, might be dried blood on the floor.
You could say dried blood under the floor against no one being under the floor?
Did Kokichi do this? No, that's not
Maybe.
possible, right? No.
Sure, he would. He would. He was.
Did
we
that's
see? Yeah, did we see him between finding the body and finding him?
Yeah. He was in the
I
room.
think we did.
He was there.
We
Okay.
did, didn't we?
He was part of
I'm
the
pretty
seance.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
he
think
was part of the
could-
seance, wasn't he?
Was it
Yeah, I don't
Rantaro?
think. There's Rantaro. Sand during sounds.
I feel like the smudge and the salt makes you feel like it was somebody involved with the seance.
Hold on.
Oh, you want me to go back to that?
Yeah, I was trying to read that, sorry. Story circle was drawn on the floor, saw drawn on the floor, the room with the seance was held. The body was found, the magic circle was trampled on, that made it impossible to check the original shape. Okay.
We can actually check that.
Crosspiece under the floor. One of the crosspieces that support the loose floorboard in this room, the seance was... I think it's probably this. It's not wooden statue, though. So what am I agreeing or disagreeing with? Then stood up with such might. I don't think that's it. Stomped through the floorboard.
Stood up with all her might.
Huh. These last few don't really have anything, do they?
If you can agree with Miyu knowing nothing, or that she's best friends with balls.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she is.
Well, if it's crosspiece under floorboard, are you trying to agree with somebody tearing the floorboard up, which is what Samugi suggests?
Maybe.
No.
Apparently not.
Removing a floorboard in total darkness seems somewhat impossible, does it not? I think it would have been difficult to remove that heavy floorboard.
Not with
during
that
the
attitude.
seance.
I made a mistake. I need to think it over again. Yes, I know I'm low on health. So I made the floor.
What?
Dried blood under the floor. Well, if this hit someone to create that, then that would explain the sound.
Maybe the wind statue fell over.
Maybe it is Gonta. Maybe it is Gonta, and they really did hit their head on the thing. I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh shit. Maybe. Damn it. Ah.
I didn't think so.
We got
Look
like
at the hand that have floorboard. It would be. What?
I made a mistake. I need to think it over again.
This is our last chance.
Really?
That's fine.
What else?
This
do we
game is
have
very.
again?
This game is very, very forgiving.
Drop blood on the floor. Sound during seance. Magic
Magic
circle. True.
Magic circle was drawn on the solids drawn on the floor of the room when the seance was held. After Tango's body was found, the magic circle was trampled on. That made it impossible to check that. I don't think that's relevant. Right? It's got to be either this or that. Huh. Well, the dog definitely did not fall over.
Unless it did, and fucking somebody put it back.
Stood up with such might. Such a mighty stand.
Because if the dog statue fell over...
Stomped through the floorboard.
Well, nobody... Okay, hold on. Can we, like... Is there, like, a pause button?
Sure. Yeah, it's this.
Okay, good. So, we have to choose one person to agree with how the floorboard under Tenko got disrupted, right?
Right.
Okay, so we have that the floorboard was pulled up. The floorboard someone was under it and stood up. That the dog statue fell over and caused it to, like, I guess, rattle up. And what was there another one?
That's a lot of things. So Gonta said maybe they stood up and hit their head. Kokichi said maybe they stomped through the floorboard.
Okay.
Himiko thinks that the dog statue fell over, and Miu is best friends with Balls.
Yeah. Now, logically,
the statue definitely did not fall over.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, definitely.
The floorboard that we're talking about is the one that's under Tenko, right?
I guess that it must be, right? It must be that floorboard that he's talking about. What else would he be talking about?
Well, then how would anybody get to it if the cage was there the whole time? And if it's not...
I'm not...
Well, it wasn't under the cage.
Who could have stomped through the floor? Unless the idea is that somebody underneath of it kicked through. But that seems... Well, I guess it's not... Wouldn't Tenko have freaked out if somebody did that?
No, don't talk at all, ever.
You don't think Tenko would have made an excuse?
The cage was not over all of the floorboard, okay?
I would have freaked out. I don't know. This is hard. Wait, hang on. No, that's not it. No, go on.
If the dog statue... I'm just saying, just long shot there. If the dog statue fell over... It would have made a loud crashing noise. I'm guessing it could have shaken the floorboard loose. And the only argument we have that it couldn't have been the dog statue was just because it was there when we saw it again, and it's heavy, right?
Sure. Okay.
Would it not be possible for Gonta to have put it back? Now, I don't have any reasoning for how he got there, but would that not be possible?
Gonta is easily the largest person here, and I don't think that he could have gotten through that floorboard.
What are our bullets again?
Alright, we have dry blood under the floor, sound during the seance, magic circle, and cross piece. Those are our 4 pieces. I don't know. Sound during the seance. Get this here. It was a loud sound. Alright, great.
I don't know.
I don't know on this one. This is a toughie. What made the floorboards come loose? Considerable force. I'm gonna try shooting this at Kokichi's statement. I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a dang old go.
Alright. Random guessing, here we go!
No!
Not random, but it could be wrong. It's not wrong!
Wow, okay.
Yay!
Oh.
Breaku. Kokichi's right. The floorboard came loose because someone stomped on it.
But floorboards fit perfect. Got to make sure first time we go to empty room.
When we first saw the room, yes, but when we looked again during the investigation, one of the cross pieces supporting the floorboards was cut off. After examining the cut, I concluded that it must have been done deliberately. Someone? You mean the culprit, right? Why'd they do that?
What did the culprit stand to gain by cutting the crosspiece?
What did they stand to gain? That's the question. To solve this case, I'll need to think carefully about the crosspiece and floorboard. Tenko's body was at one end of the loose floorboard, and the crosspiece that had been cut was at the other end of the floorboard. The unsupported part was outside the cage, so it could have been stomped on. So somebody walked into the center and stomped it?
I'm guessing
Only
so.
Only one of the crosspieces was cut. The other two were intact. One of them was right under Tenko, and the other was in the center, right about where the edge of the cage was. What was the culprit attempting to achieve by stomping on the floorboard? Think. Come on, think! Minigame! Oh, Hangman's Gambit? Okay. I'm not sure what you want me to spell
So
here,
if they
though.
stopped the floorboard, then it would have like.
S. E. Oh, seance.
So if they stopped the floorboard there, it
What?
would like slightly lift up the cage.
Is it not A? I thought it was A. I'm doing it again. Okay, that's wrong. Game over.
Oh, we're dead.
Whoops.
Looks like we're the killer.
Damn, I made too many mistakes, and now I'm the killer. Done debating already? Well, guess Shuichi's the culprit. Good job, everybody. It's really over? No, because I have a retry button. Cool. Okay, so it's S-E, but not A. I thought it was seance.
We would have enough. It's the right number of letters for seance, but I guess.
Seesaw?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Seesaw.
Wow.
It's called a lever.
Seesaw.
Murder?
Why? Why would it be murder?
I don't
Seesaw
know.
murder.
What else could it be?
Seesaw F? No. Seesaw W? No. Seesaw A? How about E? Alright.
Seesaw.
Seesaw E. Escape.
Oh, seesaw escape. Okay, sure.
Well, alright, if you give me an S. Please? Oh, is this an S?
That was an S.
Yes. What?
No.
What? Seesaw...
Effect.
Oh, that's possible, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. Yeah, you got it.
It's called.
Uh,
It's called
there.
a lever.
Nice. Got it! I did it. That's right, the floorboard might have been used as a seesaw.
Yeah, a seesaw.
What's that? Is it like a lever?
The crosspiece at the one end of the floorboard had been cut off. The other two pieces holding up the board were close to the edge, meaning if you were to apply force to the end of the floorboard with no crosspiece... Oh, Jesus.
Oh my.
The next crosspiece would act as a fulcrum to turn the floorboard into a lever.
Okay.
A lever capable of lifting up Tenko's entire body.
She was pretty small.
Her whole body lifted up?
Yeah, that sounds like a seesaw, right? But why bother lifting Tenko's body?
This is incredibly elaborate, even for this.
They couldn't have killed Tenko like that unless they used a sickle. That's exactly it. Using the seesaw trick, it was possible to kill Tenko with the sickle.
Huh? How?
In order for the culprit to kill Tenko with the seesaw trick, the
Sickle
placement of the
must have-
sickle is
yeah.
the most important factor. So, did it stab her through the floor? No, that
No,
can't
it
be
must
stabbed in
have
the back of the
been-
neck.
It came up through the hole.
But there's no
So-
hole in the fabric.
So was the sickle attached to the bottom of the cage?
That's what it seems like.
The floorboard seesaw, the cage, and the blood on the white fabric. What conclusions can I draw from this? There's only one place the sickle could have been that is consistent with the evidence. Where was the sickle when Tenko was killed?
Top of the cage.
Between the victim and the top of the... Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Got
It
it!
was attached to the top of the cage. So when they lifted her up, she hit the top of the cage, and the sickle stabbed her.
The sickle was at the top of the iron cage with the blade facing down.
Yep.
The reason we didn't see it was because of the fabric covering the cage, but...
How, though?
Yeah, this is also my question, because wouldn't we have seen it when we placed and took off the cage?
I'm guessing we're gonna need to figure that out next.
Yeah. Also, the wooden statue kept the blade in place. It did? It's true that the sickle's handle was thick, which made the statue wobble, but the statue's weight kept it from falling out. Oh, was it Korakio? It was Korakio!
It's gotta be Korakio.
Well, it was
Yeah.
in between the cage
Yeah.
and sheet, like
Yeah.
with
No,
the blades
yeah.
going
At least it-
through the cage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Once everything was in place, if you stepped hard enough on the seesaw, Tenko's body would have shot upward and hit the blade on the top of the cage.
Shonk.
Oh, jeez. That she was bent over, meaning the sickle's blade would have connected with her neck. The 6-inch sickle blade wasn't long enough to stab Tenko in her crouched position, but with the floorboard acting as a seesaw, it could compensate for the blade's length.
Bringing the victim to the sickle, and then bringing the sickle to the victim. That's definitely an unorthodox idea.
It's crazy, but it would explain how Tenko gets stabbed while she was in the cage.
So the culprit we heard was the sound we heard was the culprit stomping on the floorboard.
That impact make floorboard come loose.
Looks like we got ourselves a good old-fashioned seesaw homicide!
Yep, the classic seesaw homicide that happens all the time.
All the greats wrote about it. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Oh yeah, Agatha Christie.
Yes, so that every one of their first novels, you gotta look for the seesaw homicide. It's
Yep.
classic. Fucking hate Danganronpa. Wait, what the hell's a seesaw homicide? That's fucking crazy.
You know, there's a little trick to watching Scooby-Doo episodes. You don't know this unless you know it, but like the first seesaw you see in the episode is always the one used for the homicide.
Ah.
Nobody dies in Scooby-Doo.
People just get chased away from expensive property.
Exactly.
But you know it's the seesaw that's in it anyway.
The craziness is what really makes the killing game fun, you know? They can't get away with murder the normal way, so they gotta think outside the box. Kudos, culprit. You did a great job keeping me entertained.
Oh.
Shut up, Korakio.
Indeed. Well played, Himiko.
Excuse me, bitch?
It was you, wasn't it? The one behind this seesaw homicide. Huh? Why her? Because she's the only one capable of carrying out this plan.
The only one? Why is that?
Because this seesaw homicide required its location to be prepared beforehand.
Oof.
By cutting the crosspiece beneath the floorboard, you mean?
You know, I bet that if we had been able to check the other rooms, then they also would have had that floorboard cut out.
So all three of them are set up the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, chat. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do something about the robotiness. but
Oh,
I don't think this
I
is
sound like a
I'm-
robot? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was trying to make Korakio sound all like menacing and stuff, but if he just sounds like a bot. Oh.
Yeah.
Then the culprit would need to lure their victim into the prepared room. Their victim.
Yeah.
That is why you chose that room for the seance, is it not, Himiko? However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? He totally set this up. He wanted to make sure somebody else picked a room so that he could have deniability.
Yep.
Middle room. Middle room's always always best for stuff like this.
I mean, we could maybe we could lie and say that we checked all 3 rooms and they were all set up that same way with the missing piece.
That's possible.
Because as far as he knows, we totally did because we were down there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Himiko was the one who chose the site for the seance.
She likely found out about my plans for the seance somehow.
You were quite vocal about the seance, Kyo. You even had instructions for it in your lab.
Of course I was.
Eh.
Our culprit, Himiko, prepared her seesaw trap ahead of time. By specifying her that she looks like it's the silhouette is her. Then
She looks like
Sorry, go ahead.
Go. What does she look like?
What's her name from Paper Mario? Vivian or whatever?
Oh yeah, she does.
She does have a witch's hat.
Sure. Then she waited for me to host a seance and suggested the middle room. She led us all into holding the seance right where she wanted it.
Huh.
She had no way of knowing that you would ask someone else to pick a room, though. Then she killed Tenko, all according to plan.
How are we not at a halfway point yet?
Because we
I
still
know.
need to figure out who killed Angie.
Yeah, we're working this case backwards.
Ah, fuck, I forgot.
We may actually need to cut off because you guys are roboting anyway, and somebody apparently very needs a snack.
Hey, chat.
10
Hey,
o'clock.
chat.
I'll mute
when's-
myself,
when's
sorry.
the mid- Don't mute yourself. Eat on stream like a real champion. Hey, when's the midway point?
Yeah.
When's the midway
When
point,
is the
chat?
midway point? Mm.
Oh yeah, it is 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Midpoint is extremely close. Okay, let's keep going then.
That's a lie, right? Himiko did such a thing.
You're wrong. In the end, Himiko, who Tenko cherished and loved, tragically killed her.
Wait, we don't know that's right. What's wrong, right, Himiko? Himiko never killed Tenko, right?
Oof.
Kill Tenko. I killed Tenko.
Himiko?
What's wrong, Himiko?
It's the perfect crime. Not even I suspected myself.
It is true that using the middle room was Himiko's idea, but does that really mean that Himiko really killed Tenko? Would something like that really happen? Something so cruel. There it is, the midway point.
Ooh, doggy.
Thanks, chat. We appreciate that. So it looks like I was wrong about Himiko. You can't. She can't be the murderer. Everybody thinks she's the murderer. It's impossible. There's no way.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely
Korikyo.
inconceivable.
Korikyo
it's
set up 3 rooms.
It's Korikyo, but Korikyo might not get killed for this. He might not.
Yeah, because
Because somebody else-
killed Tenko. We have to find out who killed Angie.
If he didn't kill Angie, then he's not dying in this trial. Or maybe he is, and Monokuma just lied to us. I don't know.
Man,
But
can
either
you
way,
imagine needing to live with Korikyo for the remainder of the killing game, knowing he...
after we found out
he-
that yeah.
In DR1, we had to live with Toko, a serial killer, Hina, who tried to kill us all, and Byakuya, who liked to throw away evidence for fun.
Okay,
yeah.
but she didn't kill anybody in the game.
All right, fair. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter then. It's just a slight blemish on her record. You know?
Exactly. Also, it's technically a different personality. It's not even her. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's not responsible for that.
I would make an
right,
amazing lawyer.
All right, everybody. I think we're heading off for the night. Thank you all very much for joining us tonight. And next week we will be finding out exactly who killed both of them. We'll figure out
we
something
hope,
at least.
depending how long it goes.
Yeah.
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 All right, folks. See you then.
Good night.
Bye.